The Arizona Cardinals entered the NFL in 2021 with arguably the most talented roster in the league. For the first 7 weeks, they were the best team in the league, going 7-0. The last 10 weeks of the season saw them go 4-6 and limp into a wild card matchup with the Rams, ultimately getting embarrassed. We will be entering year 4 of Cliff Kingsbury and Kyler Murray, and while the stats are nice and flashy, playoff success will be imperative this upcoming season. You have to think the Cardinals will be replacing Kingsbury at least if they don't make the playoffs, or lose in the first round again, so the seat will definitely be hot. The Cardinals don't necessarily have a bevy of picks this year, with just 4 within the top 200, so drafting for need will be way more important than drafting luxury players. With that being said, I gave it my best shot to draft as smart as possible, so here's my full 7-round 2022 Arizona Cardinals Mock Draft. With the Arizona Cardinals' first pick at number 23 overall, I have them taking George Karlaftis, edge rusher from Purdue. Karlaftis reminds me of an old-school defensive end. While a lot of teams value speed off the edge now, Karlaftis wins with his technique and power. Karlaftis has rushed the passer from both 2 and 3-point stances and gets strong release from his tilted 2-point stance when he's aligned at wider angles, which makes me feel better about him being a personnel fit for the Cardinals. Make no mistake about him though, while I say he wins off the edge with power rather than speed and flexibility, I don't mean those aren't strengths for him as well. Karlaftis offers very good first step explosiveness and can wiggle in creases to stop the run as well. The Cardinals most likely won't be bringing back Chandler Jones, so replacing his production in any way, shape, or form is extremely important. And I believe starting with Karlaftis gives the Cardinals a young, technically sound pass rusher that could really wreak havoc. With the Cardinals' next pick at number 55 overall, I have them taking Kaiir Elam, cornerback from Florida. The Cardinals have found some recent success with second-round corners, like Byron Murphy, and Kaiir Elam would be an absolute steal in the second round. I was really curious as to why Elam has been somewhat sliding down draft boards recently, but upon further review, his tackling has hampered him in college, so that's most likely why. But Elam is a tremendous athlete and has ample size to be an outside corner in the NFL. Elam has tremendous ball skills and has excelled as a man-in-man as a press corner and has also done extremely well as a zone cover corner. His versatility and athleticism are his 2 standout qualities, and while he does have a couple areas to work on in his game, it's nothing an NFL training camp can't fix. The Cardinals would have their starting corners of the future in Byron Murphy and Kaiir Elam. With the Cardinals' next pick in number 87 overall, I have them taking Jeremy Ruckert, tight end from Ohio State. Legitimately every tight end on the Cardinals roster is an unrestricted free agent this offseason. While I think Max Williams will be re-signed, the other 3 are expendable. Ruckert is an interesting case as a weapon because we've never seen his full potential. He was actually the 5th option most of the time for the Buckeyes, but he always made the most out of his targets. I think Ruckert's 2 best attributes are his blocking skills and his catching ability. Ruckert might very well have the best hands of any tight end in this class, routinely making one-handed catches and catches in traffic look easy. On top of all that, Ruckert is a red zone reindeer and a matchup nightmare inside the 20. All 12 of his collegiate touchdown receptions came within 20 yards. Ruckert is sort of a do-it-all tight end that has flown under the radar that could make a huge impact. With the Cardinals' next pick at number 200 overall, I have them taking Abram Smith, running back from Baylor. James Conner was one of the under-the-radar signings last season that turned out to pay off in a massive way. Conner was 3rd in the NFL in total touchdowns, with 18. With Conner and Edmonds being free agents, I can't see the Cardinals paying both. If it was up to me, I would replace Conner with Abram Smith, due to their similarities, and re-sign Edmonds. Smith is a patient runner that seems to have a good understanding of Baylor's zone run scheme despite his limited experience as a running back. He has good vision, identifies holes, and hits them. Smith holds a similar skill set to Conner and could be an early down runner and a red zone king, just like what James Conner was for the Cardinals in 2021. With the Cardinals' next pick at number 216 overall, I have them taking Michael Woods II, wide receiver from Oklahoma. At one point, Michael Woods formed one of the deadliest receiving duos in the nation with Treylon Burks at Arkansas. After transferring to Oklahoma, Woods kind of fell off a bit, but still could be impactful. He has a well-built frame with play strength to match. This allows him to defeat arm tackles and gain yards after contact. He is a good route runner and a salesman. He threatens defensive backs vertically, opening room underneath on routes coming back to the quarterback. With Christian Kirk being a free agent, he's probably going to get a lot of offers and might not return. Woods can and has played effectively in the slot, and would be a really nice find in the later rounds for the Cardinals, who definitely need some more receiving options this offseason. With the Cardinals' next pick at number 242 overall, I have them taking Devin Cochran, tackle from Georgia Tech. I fully expect the Cardinals to be in the market for a new tackle this offseason, as Kelvin Beachum will be entering his age 33 season. Even though I expect the Cardinals to be as aggressive like they were last year with Rodney Hudson, drafting a developmental tackle couldn't hurt either. Cochran has a nice blend of size and length to go with his versatility and experience. With experience and playing time at both tackle positions, Cochran can be a really nice swing tackle find late in the draft. With the Cardinals' next pick at number 257 overall, I have them taking Percy Butler, safety from Louisiana. Butler serves as a reliable run-fit defender for the Ragin' Cajuns. He has the instincts to properly diagnose run plays and work downhill towards the line of scrimmage. Butler doesn't have any exceptional athletic traits, but in the NFL he can make some teams if he is able to use his natural instincts as a player. Behind Budda Baker, the Cardinals have some free agents, so Butler can serve as a valuable backup with some nice special teams appeal as well. And with the Cardinals' last pick at number 259 overall, I have them taking Noah Ellis, defensive tackle from Idaho. It's not often that you find an impact player, or even a starter, this late in the draft. But Noah Ellis definitely has some appeal as an early down rotational defensive tackle or nose tackle. He's got the size for it for sure, at 6'4", 359 pounds. He eats up blocks with ease and is a perfectly solid run defender. Ellis is definitely someone that I'm going to keep my eye on as a super late draft pick that could possibly be a starter in a 3-4 defense early on in his career.